What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, we've got to talk about that brand new trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth. That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I watched that and I was like, bro, this is like a completely different movie from the first trailer. What is going on? So we start off with this crazy Mizrahi era laboratory, and yes, it does look like this is taking place like during the building of Jurassic World for brand new assets. And looks very clean and sterile. Something goes bad. I have no idea what these idiots are doing inside of the actual the dinosaur box. Yeah, you notice it says like D-Rex version 23 or 0.23 or something like that. So they've been making a messed up version of a T-Rex for like a while. Like there's one guy that gets like left inside. They do their Godzilla 2014 moment. I want to stress this also, guys. Movie looks really good. Like the look of the film, you know, in my personal opinion, the best looking Jurassic World movie was J.A. Bayona's directing on Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Even people that really don't like that one because of the writing have always walked away from it going, yeah, it looks decent. This one could be giving it a run for its money. I gotta say, it was actually kind of sad to see the guy like, please let me out of here. And the Distortus Rex, I guess it's not fully grown, so it's kind of like toying with its prey. It would be interesting to see them do something with like the young adult T-Rex and like the young T-Rex from the Jurassic Park novel, if it has some sort of behavior like that, but I doubt we'll see any of it at this size, like apart from this one scene. Again, I can't stress this enough, but the characters, the look, the tone of the trailer, much more serious than the first one. Way less quips, way more action suspense. I think the best way that I can look at this movie now is like, I know for a while I've been saying it looks like the Lost World Jurassic Park meets Jurassic Park 3. It actually looks more like, and I know some people are comparing it to Skull Island. To me, it looks like he put the Lost World Jurassic Park and Peter Jackson's King Kong in a blender. And that's a cool, to me, I like both of those movies a lot. So we get a look at the Mutadons here. Is it, okay, it's supposed to be Raptor, but were they mixing like Velociraptor and Pteranodon DNA? I thought there was no hybrids in this. Maybe it's just a really messed up raptor. You know how raptors had feathers? Maybe the membranes were getting mixed up into like a wing. So it's just a really screwed up raptor. Either way, it looks like something from the Monsterverse. And by the way, when we get to the raft stuff, dude, like this is the scene, bro. This is what Jurassic Park fans have always wanted to see as far as the river raft goes. And, you know, if you didn't know this, you ever gone to Universal Studios, the Jurassic Park ride is based on this scene from the Michael Crichton book. Oh my gosh, dude, look at the Tyrannosaur like up on the rocks while they're like, you know, floating away. Just straight up, really, really cool. Now, I do want to talk about the whole scene where the Rex attacks the raft with the kid underneath it, and then it cuts to like the Tyrannosaur roaring like we're watching the end of Deep Rising or something. We're like, everyone's like, what was that? And again, all of the characters here look quite serious and believable and grounded. I love the costume design. I love the look of the movie. It looks like a King Kong sort of Jurassic Park film, which we haven't really seen since The Lost World. So again, digging everything I'm seeing so far. This big migration of the Titanosaurs looks very, I'm just now noticing. This looks like concept art for a really old Jurassic Park project. I'll put it up on the screen, but this looks like it's taken directly from it. So they have really gone back into the archives and are making things that we have not seen, but they had planned years ago. I love the look of the island. Look at this shot right here. I mean, this is totally like something you'd see out of the original Jurassic Park. Shot composition, rule of thirds being really old school dinosaur fun, and not old school like, let's say the originals done by Willis O'Brien or Ray Harryhausen, but more like Spielberg's Jurassic Park, even though they're definitely tapping into the old stop motion stuff too, particularly with the monsters. I'll get into that later, but like, I'm loving the look of the film. I'm loving the tone. I'm loving the King Kong inspiration, but even the look of the actors. Some people were a little concerned because sometimes Gareth Edwards can direct his actors to be kind of flat. Aaron Taylor Johnson in the first Godzilla movie felt like that, even though the movie was incredible. Like, a lot of people have walked away from Gareth Edwards projects and been like, well, yeah, it looks great, the story's good, but I can't really connect with the characters. This one personally looks like it's going to do a pretty good job at that. Now, we'll have to wait and see, obviously. Quetzalcoatlus attack scene, which we've seen before. What is going on here? So, like, this dude walks up and discovers General Hopper's, like, chopper from Predator. How did that even happen? Did something attack him out of the sky? Did the, like, D-Rex, like, rip it out of the air or something like that? Or is there somebody on the island with, like, a rocket launcher? Is the Predator on this island? I don't know, but it looks super cool. And look, the guy even has his pistol as he's, like, falling out of the helicopter, like, for a last-ditch effort. Maybe it was the Mutadons. I don't know. Super cool. Super fun. I really like the fact that this Jurassic Park movie is going for what it's supposed to be. So we get this cool shot at the end where it looks like the rescue helicopter is coming. I believe that's Jonathan Bailey's character of Dr. Loomis, who apparently has some sort of tie with Dr. Grant. Don't know what it is. He's shooting the flare, and we've got our Dinotopia creature in the backpack squawking like, oh, there's a dinosaur coming, guys. I actually like the design of that, but it does look like a Dinotopia animal. We've got everybody just kind of waiting for the D-Rex to come into frame. Again, shot composition. This is actually very Dino Crisis. I think I'm gonna really like this Jurassic Park film. Anyways, I would be very impressed if some of the good guy characters get eaten, because we haven't seen that in a while. The last time we saw like a good guy go out was probably Benjamin Lockwood, and he was smothered to death. It wasn't a dinosaur. So like, we'll see what happens in the movie. I like the suspense and the monster. Like, it looks like a cross between a Rancor and the Cloverfield monster. Very excited to see where they go with all of this. There's a moment where they're running through like an underground area. Reminds me of the end of the Lost World book where Kelly and everyone have to get out because the raptors are attacking. I do think that what we're looking at here is like the worker village attack with the Carnotaurs in the Lost World book. That being said, I don't believe there's any mention of Carnotaurus in the film, but they do stress that there's 24 species that are on the island that have survived. I'm not sure if Mosasaurus counts because it can swim, but you got Spinosaurus, Dilophosaurus, Velociraptor, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Titanosaurus, Parasaurolophus, even though that one did not survive, Aquilops, and Quetzalcoatlus. There's probably a lot of other dinosaurs that we're going to see in the film that we know next to nothing about. And I'm not talking about like the male pteranodon or even like rumors of Triceratops. We could even see something like, you know, they're CGI assets. They can put them wherever they want. We could see a Giga for all we know on this island, but loving the way the film looks. Now, speaking of the Mutadons themselves, what do you guys think, man? I'm torn on the design. I've seen a lot of people really like them. They look like they're straight out of the Monsterverse, like those bat things that live in the Hollow Earth, and they even look a little like you take the neck away from a Hellhawk from the Lord of the Rings, the things that the ring wraiths rode on. I mean, they look cool, but they've got raptor features, but they also have these weird wings. So, I don't know, dudes, shoot that thing on sight. I mean, that is a great looking shot. I don't know how I feel about the monster design though, because it looks like something that you would find like in those Ray Harryhausen movies about Sinbad. I don't know if you've ever seen those, or even something like, let's say from it looks like a dragon, like more or less. Now the scene where it attacks Scarlett and she goes underneath the electric Jeep. That vehicle is really interesting. I wonder how they utilize that. Do they bring that with them, or is that already on the island? It looks like they utilize like a geothermal power station like the Lost World novel to like cut the lights back on. But again, the characters are looking very serious here. Now the Mosasaurus attack on the ship where it shoves it into the side of the rocks. So there's a really old draft of the Lost World Jurassic Park. I believe the name of that draft was like Jurassic Park The Lost World, so you know, it switched the names, or it was even like Jurassic Park 2 The Lost World. David Koepp had this section of the book where of the script where Dr. Malcolm and Sarah Harding were going to Isla Sorna, and the boat's entire top canopy gets ripped off by like crashing into a rock, and it's really scary. All the people are like, what do we do now? And Malcolm is just so sardonic, and like, I can see Jeff Goldblum doing a great job with that material, because he's like, we're here, we've got work to do. Like, he's just so out of it. But yeah, they're definitely pulling from very, very old Jurassic Park scripts, but to look at the eye looking at Scarlett Johansson like up from the water. So this trailer has restored my hope in the movie being the best since, depending on who you talk to, some people really like Jurassic World, some people really love The Lost World. I think it'll be the best Jurassic Park movie in years, most definitely. I don't think there's anything with the film right now that's like egregiously crazy. I really think this is a solid trailer. I mean, I have no massive complaints. Yes, they're using the weird monster dinosaurs, but it actually makes sense with the story, and I guess it's their way to try and make like a direct sequel to the Jurassic Park and the Lost World by also incorporating the lore of Jurassic World. Loving the Tyrannosaur design, loving the way the actors and characters seem to be moving about the film. Might just be the best movie of the summer. Yeah, so I've given my thoughts, guys. I would love to hear what all of you think, because I truly do think that after this trailer, Jurassic World Rebirth is looking super solid. But hey, I've talked long enough. Whatever your own thoughts and opinions happen to be, I'd love to hear all about them in the comments down below. Now, before I go, I want to thank everyone that's helped me build my channel over the years. I'd also like to thank every one of you guys who've watched my stuff. You've all been extremely cool to me. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and hope that you'll consider subscribing. God bless you all. Christ is King. See you guys in the next video, and as always, take it easy.